we'll just say hi, and then because yeah, that's cool art supplies. I like that stuff. Now, the stuff that Brandon gave me is cardboard, and it's sliced cardboard, and it came in his engine parts.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, you haven't seen it? Let me go get a piece.
I
I'll be
don't
right
think
back.
so. Go find it.
No, I'll
If
be
I've
right
seen it,
back.
I won't mind seeing it again.
Okay.
Hi, Joyce. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Tanya's off looking for something that her son gave her, some packaging stuff. We were looking at art supplies that, this came out of my vacuum cleaner box. Mm.
Yeah, and hi, Teresa. Hi, Joyce. Hi,
Hey,
Lisa.
Lisa, Alaska.
Um, okay, this this is just
Ooh, no,
cord
I
it's
haven't seen that.
corrugated cardboard, and it's been cut.
How interesting.
Um, the
So that just makes it more flexible for them to fit around stuff, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. Or and I don't know how. There was some of it that was taped around things. Hi, Kathy.
Uh-huh.
Hi,
Hi,
Sherry.
Kathy. Hi, Sherry.
There was some of it taped around some of his parts, so that it had tape all over it, and so I threw that away. He had saved all of it for me when while we were gone off on our trip. He's got a, let me think. There's a head and some exhaust parts, and he's redoing a truck, a
Yeah.
34-year-old truck, 1990 truck, um, and uh, the head was either having to rebuild it or um, or buy a new one, and he actually decided to just buy a new one. It was easier and cheaper than to try to rebuild the other one. Anyways,
Yeah.
a bunch of parts came while we were on our trip, and he had asked me. He texted me. He sent me this pile. There were boxes and whatnot, and he's here by himself. It's not like it was going to be in the way. So I just told him save it all, and when I get home, I will figure out. So some of the boxes went, and some of the boxes, because some of the boxes are little, and the big thing is little boxes cost a. They don't cost so much. Getting them here costs so much.
Yeah.
It's like I might pay 40 cents for the box, but the shipping on the stupid thing is 45 cents.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Okay, and I need those boxes to ship beads out. So,
Right, right.
anyways, I saved a bunch of boxes. I saved this. He says I'm the box hoarder, but I've got several pieces of this, and then some of it had tape on it where it was taped around things.
That would
And
be fun for a cover. And you could
oh yeah,
weave in it, weave papers in it or ribbons or something, and
hmm
that would be really fun to work with. I can't wait to see what you do with it.
I had also thought it would be fun on the jelly plate, but look at that's a fun size right there.
Uh-huh.
Might have to be a little. See, here's the thing. There's only some places where it's kind of all together, but it's got so many. It's like, oh, this would be really cool to do something with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, anyways,
Very fun.
I've got a few pieces of that. And the reason we started on all this, guys, is because while I was at the library book sale, I came home with 3 new pieces of art supplies, which is called paper bags.
And then I
So,
showed her my art supply that came
yeah,
in my vacuum cleaner, and then
came in
we
the vacuum cleaner.
we went from there.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Well, I want to know what all the old it looks cool weaved. Yeah, it's just cut is what it is. I want to know what all the old book pages are.
Well, that's I've had these before, but these are the where I'm getting papers out of these old books to
Mhm.
let me just kind of flip through them a little bit.
Oh, mhm.
Um, this one's just an old phone directory. This one is the catalog from the Home Library Association.
Oh, that is really cool.
And let's see. Oops, don't fall down. This is a says Coupon second book, Intermediate Studies for Adults, Students on the Piano. So it's just a piano book.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw it says Cooperan, see, I thought I read Coupon twice. I read it when I got it, and I read it just, you see what you want to see. Anyway, that's that. And then these are out of the big old dictionary, just big old dictionary pages. And these are some journal ledger pages that I bought from somebody's sale. Anyway, it's stuff that I'm using in this big book.
Oh, okay.
And so I was going to work on one of those pages today. And so I got these out to do my, let's do something. All these need to be, that one's almost ready. I'm going to keep it, might use it today, but the rest of these still need to be cut.
Yeah, that's an ongoing project.
Yeah, forever.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've done so far in here.
Oh, that is really pretty.
Is this one. And then I started putting some papers down on top of papers that were already here on this one. But I'll probably add some more. And this one, they were, whoever put this in the thrift store was using it to put some recipes.
Oh, okay.
And so somebody else had already decided to change it from the, it's the Reliable Tailoring Company's sample book from fall and winter of 1915, 1916.
Huh.
And so I've just kind of covered up what they had already messed up. And there's another one they have recipes in. And then some of these, well, where are they? That's something else. This is some more of my flowers to go inside it. I have actually done some pages. There we go. I've been adding the wallpaper flowers around the actual pictures that were in there.
Oh, I like that. That's really cool.
And those may be the only two I've done. I think they are. But there's, I've got some more down here.
It looks.
But then there's all of these pages over here where the fabric samples were, and they're gone.
It looks like it had fabric samples in it.
Yeah. And then here's some more cut out flowers that are just in there.
I think I said hello to everybody a little bit ago, so that's really cool. I hadn't seen you in that, but
Well, I did it. I've done it on the Thursdays or Sundays or when you were not streaming. I did a couple of those pages.
Well, and I have not had a chance to watch any videos. There's just no time to sit and watch videos. I just don't. If I'm on my computer, I'm trying to figure out. Hi, Julie.
Anyway, that was the first one that I did.
I like it, but I like the ones where you've left the image too. So
yeah. So there can be a variety of things in here. Anyway, I'm going to work on these pages. Oh shoot! I knocked down my paint again.
Again. As long as it didn't have the lid off.
No, but it's where well, maybe I can get to it. I'll try in a minute.
I hope I've said hello to everybody, but I want to show you some stuff. I'm going to switch this. Okay, first off, we went to the library book sale, and I'm going to show you all those in a few minutes. But after, we have to go every day and make sure Jeff's dad takes his medicine and check on him, and things are getting really interesting around there. He moved all of his socks from one drawer to another drawer, and we're trying to figure out what he did with the stuff that was in the drawer he put them in.
Oh dear.
Jeff brought home, they went and got a new set of hearing aids, and the other set of hearing aids had been repaired. Well, Jeff put them in its little case and they're gone. He's lost his glasses. We just don't know, anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like that. We're just not sure. Anyways, he has told me like 16 times about all the cards that are in the hall closet. Well, today I just picked up a few of them because he's showing them to me again. And I said, I'll just take this home with me. So I came home with, a whole pile of cards.
They look like they've got fun stuff you could cut out of them.
Well, that's it. And okay, and this is a beautiful envelope that could go in a journal as an envelope.
Yeah. Or as a page.
Or as a page.
If it's a small journal.
Yeah. And I could use this as a page in a journal, and then you make journal cards with this. So anyways, I just grabbed a few of them just to make him feel really, like, yeah, they're really pretty, Julie. And it's not like I won't use them. It's just that I hadn't really intended to take it. And these were in there too. And these are coasters. And I thought, oh, they'll make cute little tucks somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Or, or something. So I don't know. Is there 4 of them in here? It would be really nice if they were not. No, the pictures are on both. There's a picture on both sides. So it doesn't really matter, but anyways, I'm sure these are all mostly stuff where he's gotten stuff in the mail, donate to this and you get these cards. But I just took a pile.
My mom gets all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yes. And anyways, the whole hall closet is full of this stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll bring a little of that home. But now what I really wanted to show you is my stash from the library book sale. And I did get some fun stuff. I got some stuff to actually read. Come here. Okay. So first off, this was sealed up. It was in cellophane, and I looked at it and I'm like, those are postcards. Those are definitely postcards. Okay, and it's sealed up, never been opened. So I opened it earlier, and aren't these beautiful?
They are. They look like Japanese.
They're Japanese? It says that this is Chinese classical painting and calligraphy. Okay. And I haven't even looked at them all, but some of them are just really pretty. Don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I knew that I just had to have, and this is just, I really love that. Anyways, they would make beautiful journal cards, and I have wanted to do sort of an Oriental themed journal. So anyways, those came home. Didn't hurt my feelings that they were all sealed up in the package.
No.
This is a book on Yellowstone County, and I don't know if we're going to get to go this year or not, but Yellowstone is one of the parks I went to as a teenager, but I haven't been back to. So grabbing whenever I see anything on the national parks, I always grab them because they're, good to have. Sometimes we take this stuff in the camper because it's other, you want to look at it and see what you might miss. Jeff picked this up. I guess he needed to learn some Spanish words.
Well, you never know. They might come in handy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I had some more. This one. This is a Picasso book, and another thing is that you're in there with 500,000 people, and you're just looking at all these books. And I sometimes grab stuff, and I don't know whether or not it's going to be good or not. But I thought a lot of these images might be fun to mess with, so I grabbed it. This one is the watercolor book, and there again, distorted woman. Great photos in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there a way you can split the coasters in half without wrecking the pictures? Probably not. I'm afraid it might tear them up. We'll see what I do with them. A lot of times when I pick up art books like this, I'll read it, and if it's got information I think I need to keep, fine. If not, I'll just donate the book back. So I gotta watercolor book. Oh, this one. I actually, okay, this is really, really awful. This has the most beautiful illustrations in it. Look,
Oh my goodness.
there's not
yeah.
a lot of illustrations.
That would be fun to do with your Inktense pencil.
I know. And there's like one in each chapter. So there's not a ton of illustrations, but let me bring this in. Oh, there's that. Yes, a color mixing for watercolors. And you know, I still have the thing where I'd like to learn to watercolor, but you know, we'll see. Just a second, I'm changing the focus because I want you to see the type in this book. Okay, look at, come on. In this, the type in this, cool.
Oh yeah.
So besides the pictures, and like I said, there aren't that many pictures in this book, but the type on it just intrigued me. And by any chance, did you see Carrie Griffith's video recently?
No, I don't think I'm subscribed to Carrie Griffith. Maybe I need to. That's somebody I need to subscribe to.
It was interesting, and I don't watch all of his videos, but it just grabbed me the other day, and I did go ahead and watch it for a minute. He had done. He was showing where he had used the book paper as his roll-off paper when he was jelly planting. So in other words, they were covered with paint, right? And but it was a thin base paint so that some of the text showed through. And then he stamped big flowers on them and cut them out. Carrie Griffith is well worth subscribing to. I think so. I've been subscribed to him for quite some time.
Somebody stick his channel in so I can go back and find it later.
Yeah. Who's here that can post a link? I can't tell from here. This one is a Smoky Mountains National Park guide. And we've been to Smoky Mountains several times. I don't know that we'll go back anytime soon, but this is maybe on
Thanks, Julie.
North. Thank you, Julie. This is Wonders of America's State Parks. Now, obviously, there's not all of the state parks in here. Did I just see DeSoto? There's Florida Keys. I think I just saw DeSoto. Yeah, DeSoto State Park. We stayed there a year or so ago. We stayed at DeSoto State Park. Anyway, so I grabbed that one. And then this one is another national parks book. So, you know, this kind of thing, a lot of times I keep these in the camper. And when we're in a general area, then I look things up and see what might. He has a March challenge. Okay. So I got those. Let's see, what's next? Okay. Okay, this is one of those. What do you call those? Clip art. Yeah, this is so right there. Clip art books. And I will probably never print off anything, but the imagery was kind of cool in it. So I mean, just that is really cool. So I'll probably just tear the book up and use the images out of the book. I love these. Thank you, Julie. Lisa, you probably, I don't know if the playback is set. You might want to grab that right now.
I don't know if I can.
Well, if you can't, then don't worry about it. And I'll send it to you later if you lose it.
Okay.
Anyway, so this is a clip art book that I got. And then, Jeff got this one for a friend of ours. It's digital photography. Sometimes we pick up books for other people. I bought 3 bags of books. It was $21 for 3 bags. at least 1.5 of those bags is for my mother. So
Right.
what is that? $11.50 for 1.5 bags, right?
Right.
There must be probably 40 books for mom. That'll keep her a good 2 or 3 months at least. So I grabbed this just because I liked the. Um, I thought this would make cool pages. Is what I really thought. See,
Yeah.
like that. So thought that would make cool pages. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh. um. Hi, Barbara. I'm distracted right now, curling my funnels and he's a curling.
We
Uh-huh.
understand, Barbara.
Yeah, distraction. Uh-huh. Okay, so Jeffrey found these, right? Okay, so sometimes Jeff is an enabler, even though he shouldn't enable me. But this whole entire book is just
That one looks like it's aged a little bit.
this one
I
is.
have I have one that Hannah gave me that is got it's got like a million pages in it, but it's not aged. It's very, very white. And I remember thinking, I got to coffee dye this thing, but I still haven't done it.
Okay. See, that's what happened. Jeff found the fancy one that's all almost white. Now this has got some age to it. Um, Not a lot, but it's got some. But it's just it's like okay. I mean, how many pages is in here? I don't know. Does it tell me? Uh, yeah, 766 pages,
Yeah.
and they're
I
big.
knew they were over 600, but I couldn't remember how
Yeah.
much.
But yeah, but that ought to coffee dye real well. It's really nice paper. I liked the. Of course, Jeffrey found the clean, neat one for me, but then I picked up the old one. He doesn't get it. Lisa, if you wait long enough, it will age all by itself.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, I may. It might end up that way. Yeah, you never know. And I
Okay.
got a lot of
Okay.
things that I still haven't used that I
Yeah,
thought I was
me
going to
too. And
use.
like I needed more paper. I don't know. I didn't need more paper. Okay, Carrie did a concertina journal for the Mars challenge. He did it wrong and still put it out there and then did the other one to correct it. Well, that works.
Oh, I appreciate people who do that
Because
because I have watched some videos where somebody was showing you how to do something and they were telling you what to do, and you did exactly what they told you to do, and your paper did not turn out like theirs.
right.
And then you look closely and you can see where they edited out stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that does not help me at all.
No. And we all make mistakes. We all do boo-boo things. And if you don't let somebody know that you can make a boo-boo too, it's like, okay, that's ridiculous. Things don't always turn out right. Jeffrey found these two. So, okay, these are also Jeffrey enabled. Okay, and one of these, okay, this one, his name and his sister's name are in here. They actually have wireless phone numbers in this book.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I
Now,
didn't want to know that.
yeah, this book, Info USA City Directories, has wireless phone numbers in it. And now his sister's been gone. What year is this? This is 25, 11 years. She's been gone. So I don't know when this was published, but her cell phone number was in here, and so was his. Anyways, he saw it, and he saw what it. He wasn't so much about the phone numbers being in here, although he did find them. It was about what it looked like. The text in it.
Right.
Cell phone numbers, Julie. Wireless cell phones. Phone book with wireless numbers cross-reference. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then this one, cross and search reverse phone directory. Okay, well, this one doesn't have the actual numbers in it. It has these little symbol-y things in it. I haven't figured out what the symbol-y things mean, but it's all for here, Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, whatever. And I'm sure the symbols mean numbers, so I'm sure of it, but I just haven't figured it out yet.
Huh.
Anyways, again, he thought that as background paper, that they would be cool as background paper. And again, it's not real heavy, but it's a nice paper. So,
and if you decide not to use it for that, you can use it to, when you put glue on stuff.
Yes, right. I mean,
there's always a use.
There's always a use, yes. So, anyways, so Jeffrey did enable those pages would make great master boards. Yes. Mm-hmm. Jeffrey did enable me with the 4 biggest books I bought.
Well, he's obviously not too worried about you having too much stuff.
No, he probably isn't. I don't know. He says he is, but I do hate the fact that it's flowing out into the rest of the house. I really was going to be good this time, and instead I couldn't be as good as I wanted to be. The foreign language section had some really pretty things. Look at the age on this.
Oh my goodness, yes.
It was just, yeah, yummy. I thought this cover was kind of cool. It'd make a cool travel journal. Do you see it?
It would, yeah.
There he is.
Is it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
No, it is How Dear to My Heart.
Okay.
But again, the paper in it is really, that nice old paper, and the script on it is really kind of nice too. This one is another foreign language with really pretty script. Oh, shoot. Good papers for the jelly plate. Not too thick with something on them. Yes, that's true. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
This one is another one with some really, come on, focus. There we go.
Are those German?
I think these 2 were German, yeah.
That's usually where I see that kind of script.
Right. And this one looks like it was 1948. The script on it is not as pretty, but it was different, and the paper is so aged. Hot. Okay, Barbara's got that
Hot
icons.
Dutch.
Yes. So this is also foreign language, but look at the cover. Okay, this is looks German too. It just looked like it needed to be turned into its own little journal all on its own.
I agree.
I mean, now I might take the spine out and make it a little bigger so that it can have a couple of signatures in it.
Yeah.
But, okay. Let's see. Like I said, I was kind of bad. This one, okay, this again. This is foreign language. What is it, James Ryan? And best love. Not sure, but look at this, the type on this.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. I was just like, okay.
Some of those might make good words.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. All right. Now then, I have just a few more, and then we can get on with our day. Okay, which way is up on this one? I was bad about this one because it just said, Okay. It just said that. these pages are really nice and thick. They're almost like cardstocky. But they just think that they need some collage on them.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they just okay. Look at these.
That is awesome.
They're just perfect for some collage. I
And they're a whole page with no words on there.
No words on there. There's nothing on the back side, and they're cardstocky. So, yeah. And they're square because you guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but I really like working on a square page for some real weird reason. But I can just see this. I can see all kinds of weird little creatures or something in there.
Yeah.
I didn't look very far. I just flipped through a couple of pages and I'm like, oh, I have to take that one home.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yes. And it kind of, you know how the abandoned places books, everybody, you know, we all really loved those, but they are industrial kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this kind of appealed to me more. Because
I think for me, they all hold their own special appeal. And it kind of depends on what mood I'm in that day, which one I would like the best. Yeah. But I can definitely see how fun this one would be.
And these, it's sewn in. So I can take them out and work on the pages and then put them back together with what is that stitch?
Coptic stitch?
Yes, with a Coptic stitch. I can put them back together with a Coptic stitch. So that, because, you know, you work collage on top of them, this spine is not going to be, it's not going to last very long before the spine is too fat.
True. You'd have to take about half of them out otherwise.
Right. So if I take, or I could just take half of them out, but because they're sewn in and they're reasonably loose in there, I think I could get it apart, work on them, and then I need a Reader's Digest for March. It's been a while since I worked on a Reader's Digest. Okay, I think I have a few more in this other sack.
Are you needing the magazine or the book, Sherry?
Probably a book. I don't know what she's doing, but...
Oh, with Dear Julie, it's probably not March's Reader's Digest, but just one to use in March.
Right. Yeah.
I was confused. Yeah.
Yeah, she used... this was again, and they had a couple of these books, but I only picked up this one because the other one the pictures didn't talk to me. But once again, it was kind of like, what cool collage papers were these?
Yeah.
And some of them would work to, fold or, of course I could tear them up too, but now this book is not as fun because there's stuff on the back side, but I just thought they were cool. So I picked it up. This is another watercolor book I picked up to read.
Well, eventually, Tanya, you'll have enough watercolor books that you'll be good at it.
Yeah, well,
just by collecting the books.
Just by collecting the books. Is that what you're telling me? Now,
yeah.
a few of the watercolor books I got at the last, like 3 or 4 of them I got at the last book sale. I just took back and donated back. Once I had read them, they didn't really have a lot of information in them that I was, keen on keeping. But this one talks about specific colors and what happens when you mix specific colors with it. So, I thought it was interesting. Like I said, you have to read them and then you have to decide if they're worth keeping in your thing. in your
Yeah, I have
stash.
a bunch that I've done the same thing, only I haven't read them yet and decided which ones I need to get rid of.
Right.
I have a
And
bunch of weaving books like that. I've been getting them out, and then I've also bought a couple more. And so now I got to actually, use them.
this one is painting flowers. And yeah, I wanted to read it, but look at this illustration.
Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Yeah. Now I really wanted to read it before I destroy it. But look at that. I mean, the illustrations in it were gorgeous too. So, I didn't buy a lot to tear up this time. I did buy a few, but not a lot. But that's it. That I was really good. Now I have one more thing to show you because I promised my friend Helen that I would show it today. And that is what I'm doing with my let's see what Lisa's doing before I show you. I want to see what she's got going. Are you
Well, I'm just gonna cut these out, but I've been just gluing down papers onto these 2 pages.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you cut things out for a minute more because I just want to show my other thing before I do my low.
All right.
Looks like gel print mark making. Yeah, so some of that was some famous artist. Okay. The I think I showed you. I was putting. I'm. Just a minute. I got a mess here. I had put together pages where I had the red paper in these. I took page protectors and sewed them and cut them. I showed you that last week. And then I put my embossing folders in them. And I have them stored in these. This is a Dollar Tree tub. And they fit perfect on my shelf. That was the deal. This works on my shelf and I can grab the whole box. And then I can flip through them things like this, right? And that's how I did my stencils in a bigger tub. And then I was doing my embossing folders. Well, my next thing to do is to deal with this mess and these messes, my rubber stamps. Okay, now let me get back here where the Dollar Tree ones are. Where are they? Okay, this one specifically, I'll show it to you. Okay, we need this. We need one of these. And where's the other stuff? Shoot. Well, I'll just have to show it to you. Okay, there's one. There's one. Okay.
Hi, Dana. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Dana. Order a thick acetate. Okay, well, yes. And I have some transfers. I had some transfer sheets that that is like the plastic that they come on, like the thick acetate that they come on. Okay, but a while back, and I don't remember when. It's been a long time because, well, the thrift store hasn't done this in a while. They used to do this thing called a pound sale, and I grabbed a whole bunch of these. You see this thick acetate? It's on these folders. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I don't need these folders. I grabbed them because it had this acetate on them, and it had this fun card stuck on it. I don't need them as folders. So I've been taking this acetate and cutting it in half like this. And then I took, where's the other thing? Okay, here's one. I took some cardstock, and I have lamination sheets, and I have a laminator. Just a minute, let me make it stop focusing because that's giving everybody a headache. So what happens is if for these that somebody stuck in here, and I got these at a thrift store somewhere or whatever. First off, I can't tell what's in there. Okay. Now, on some of them, they stuck the acetate sheets to, and see, they're stuck together. That's not good. They stuck it. So this is not working at all. So what I had done, I have one, just a minute. Well, I guess I didn't. I don't have the one I did.
Hey, Jamie. Jamie, was it you that said that my camera setting might be on mirror?
Yeah, it was Jamie.
Well, I checked in YouTube. No, I checked on my my video. What do you call it? Software? No, it was in StreamYard where it was on mirror. And I had never even looked in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So this is the stuff from the notebook, from the from this thing. Some of them were maroon. And what I did was I actually took the stamps and stamped on this thing. This one didn't turn out. This was the first one I did. And then I attached the stamps to this. Then I have a sheet that's laminated, and I can stick the sheet that's laminated inside the page protector with actually 2 sets of stamps, one on each side, and slide it down in here, because a lot of these stamps came without anything behind them, without a plastic behind them. So they need a plastic thing in the middle. And that's what these will need, is a plastic thing in the middle. But like these, and I don't like this. That was the other reason I started doing this, is because first off, these don't fit in the container I want. Now, and they don't have a backing sheet. And you can't see what's in them.
Yeah.
So this one actually is on an acetate sheet already. So I just took, just a minute, I'll get in here. These are stuck on the outside. I just took my, oh, there's the one I actually did myself. But by having the laminated sheet in the middle, the stamps don't stick to the paper. They've got the laminated sheet on that side, and even the ones that are already done, I can put in like this. So now I'm just like before. I can page through them one way. I can turn the whole bin around and page through them the other way. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So
very organized.
Yeah, and it's just because I am talking about taking some of my rubber stamps off their blocks so that I can again put them in the same, house them in the same exact way. And if I do that, then I'll have to use, I've got some stuff in here. Where'd it go? It's called Tack It Over and Over.
Right.
No, that's what you call it. That's not it. Anyways, there it is. I got it. Tack it over or over. However, I'm going to tell you something, guys. Don't use very much of this, because I put it completely on the back of a rubber stamp, and that sucker won't peel off.
Oh, no.
So it only needs a few little dots of this, and it will stick. So anyways, this is an ongoing project. It's going to take a while. I have to, the ones that actually have their own plastic, like this one, they're easy. The ones like these, where they've stuck the little acetate sheet in here. This one might be usable. I don't know. But they've cut up the acetate sheet. And if I put them on my acetate sheet, then I can get them all on one page. So that's, I mean, I got a lot of stamps on one page.
Yeah.
So I probably can get most of this on one. So, and then these stamps like this, again, they won't need an acetate. I won't have to stamp them, but they still need an acetate sheet. So, anyways, I'm trying to clean. I'm trying to organize. I'm trying to make it where I can use the stuff I have, because that's really my problem right now is I can't use it because I can't find it. So anyways, now we'll go back to actually doing something fun.
Oh, that was fun.
I'll make my journal page now. Fit a spell of, didn't recognize it. It takes time, but it really saves space, and you can organize by category. Yes. Now, at the moment, I'm not organizing by category, and I'm not sure that it really matters to me. When it came to my stencils, I did not, and it does. I've been looking at them, and I've played with them some, and I don't think it matters that they're not organized by category, because I just page through them, and that seems to make me happy. Also, looking at them gives me different ideas. So
yeah, I was going to say, I'm usually looking not for a specific thing, but for something I like.
Yes, and that's how I am when I'm working with this stuff. So my guess is that it probably won't matter to me so much that they're organized by category. If it does, I will change it down the road. But at least at this particular point in time, because right now I can't even get to my rubber stamps. They're buried in stuff. You know,
Yeah.
Some of them are in a drawer. Some of them are in the laundry room. There's stuff piled up. I don't use them because I can't look at them. You know, I need to be able to look at them. And that's, if I could just pull the drawer open and look, and that might be okay, but they're piled on top of one another, that kind of thing. So, and you know, Dana, I started that with my images. I started putting my images in categories, but a lot of times with my images, let me show you that. Let me pull that out. Just a minute. I got a pile sliding here. Okay, no sliding. I'm not going to be able to move when I get up from here today. Like with my images, I did put like magazine images, and then I put flowers, and then I put words and numbers, leaves, butterflies, and bugs. But when I grab something like flowers, this has got a lot of different flowers in it. Oops, I'm sorry. And then this has got a lot of flowers. So, you know, it's not like they're just single images kind of thing. So I'm just kind of digging for stuff. I'm getting pinged. Just a minute. Let me make sure that this is okay. Oh, Julie's showing off her stamp organization.
Woohoo, Julie! Good job.
It looks on the wall. Yep. But see, this is my problem with things, though. If they're not all in the same kind of container, it's hard to figure out where they're at and what they are. I'm finding that. I'm finding that if I
You inspired me, Barbara. That's why I did these, was because you talked about it. And I think you even showed a picture or something. But one of the times when we were streaming together, that's why I made these.
So, anyways, that's what I've been trying to accomplish this week. Ha 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 ha. Like I can accomplish anything. So.
Well, I'm glad that you're accomplishing something.
Yeah. Well,
The only thing I got accomplished, well, actually, I didn't even accomplish it. Ethan did. But we have, those big bookshelves that you have up over your windows?
yep.
Well, we have some of those on shelves that were put up by whoever lived here before my grandparents lived here.
Ooh.
And they were up there, and I thought, well, let's just put books up there. They had big, sturdy brackets, and
Mm-hmm.
our window, the frames around the window, this house was built in 1926. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like this thick and this wide. And I thought, those are sturdy as all get out. I'll put my books up there. Well, I was looking the other day, and the window, that top board on the window frame has pulled away from the wall about this much.
Ooh.
I was like, oh my goodness, we got to get those books off of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. When Jeff set mine on top of mine only has the standard um casing, but it is wood, and it's, so it's about a half an inch. But none of the none of the shelves are actually set on the wood. They actually sit on a bracket that's on, above there, and they're bolted into the wall.
yeah. Well, these evidently were not screwed all the way into the wall. They were just screwed into
Yeah.
that wood, and I didn't know that because we didn't do it,
Yeah.
But anyway, I was like, oh my goodness. So he got that all done last night, which now we can both breathe. We're not afraid they're going to fall on his head
Fall
or
on his head. Yeah.
something, because his
Then
desk and the computer are right underneath that.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see what you set up by. This is the brackets that we used. Just a minute, doggone it! I hate it when I try to show something and the focus doesn't focus. Um, okay, focus. Okay. You see how one bracket is on the bottom, and
Yeah,
this bracket hangs from the top. Okay.
that's
So
smart. Yeah.
this bracket right here, the first one, this one. Now, these brackets, oh, you can't see it very well. They actually have a thing that goes from this corner to that corner. It's an angled piece. So the
Right.
ones on top, Jeff had to take out the width of the board. So they're an L bracket, but they don't have that extra piece. But the ones on the bottom have that extra piece. They still are all bolted into, and of
Well,
course,
we
my
just have
walls.
ones similar to the ones you have on the bottom,
Right,
but they're not that close together either.
right. And that
And
was
that makes a big difference too.
yeah, mine are, they're the, okay, that one is actually a little closer together than some of them. Most of them are about 28 inches apart because
Yeah.
of where the studs in the wall came. But also my walls are wood. So, the walls in here are tongue and groove wood, 1/2 inch pine paneling. The wall itself is pine, like this thick. So
Yeah.
it's not just like drywall or plaster when he put them up. But yeah, he knew I was going to have a lot of weight up there, so I hunted. They're 12-inch brackets, and they're supposed pretty close together, and most of them have really like almost this thick of a screw putting them in there.
Yeah.
In earthquake land where I live, we don't put books up too high. In fact, I've moved a number of things to the floor that I didn't want to fall again. I'm sorry, Barbara. That's not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Oh, Barbara, that's not funny. But in earthquake land, okay.
You want to
And
know something
here,
that is kind of funny?
what?
In Amarillo, you wouldn't think about us being earthquake land, but we are right on a fault line.
Uh huh.
And when there are earthquakes, people do have stuff falling off shelves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the earthquakes are they don't damage buildings, they just shake,
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful of that kind of thing. I haven't ever had that, anything fall off, but I have had one time it was enough I could feel it, and I thought I was trembling. I didn't know it was the floor until I saw a few things kind of jiggling. But it doesn't happen very often around here, but it does happen.
Uh-huh. Well, when we went to school in Southern Illinois. I have family in Central Illinois, and we went to school in Southern Illinois. And Southern Illinois sits on a fault line. But I'll take an earthquake any day over a tornado.
Yeah, well, we have way more tornadoes than we have earthquakes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
a few of those happened while I was there. I can pass on those. Of course, last spring we were on our trip and had to spend the half of the night in the restroom because of the tornado. So I don't know what I'm going to put on here today. So that's going to be there. I've actually kind of cleaned up my table. Kind of.
Oh goodness, Barbara.
Like
my alcohol inks. Oh goodness. What a mess.
Oh no, that would be not happy. You wouldn't say that if you had earthquakes as big as ours. Well,
no, I'm sure that's true.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, this is on my table. I could use this today.
Oh, I don't have my little book out, and I don't have anything on my table except this stuff and wool stuff. So I'm just going to go with this. I'm going to do big pages while you do little pages.
Okay, that's fine. I've got this. This is kind of gold. It's really funny. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just more creamy color, but it's got sort of a metallic gold to it. Only problem is that it'd take forever to dry.
I got some new paint. I haven't bought new paint in 2 or 3 years, but I got some new paint. But I accidentally got one that I can't use.
Uh-oh.
It's glass paint. I didn't even know there was such a thing. And I guess I read it as gloss. And I thought, oh, well, glossy every once in a while is not bad. It's a pretty color. But it has to cure for 4 days.
Wow.
And then you can bake it. If you do it on, you can paint on plates and things like that. But of course you can't put food on them. But
no, but
anyway, I might try it on something at some point, but right now I'm just going to put it up. I got a $5 coupon at Michael's, and I thought I'm going to buy me some green paint because my sage was empty and I wanted something to replace it. So I got some things.
Well, I had a $5 coupon at Michael's and I bought this. But then, I went around the corner and realized I needed this too. So instead of just settling for this, I bought this and
well, I did the same thing. I mean, I bought these 6 and they added up to $12 and something, but I got $6 off. I got my $5 coupon off plus another $1 for another coupon that was like 20% off of whatever wasn't, on my $5 off.
Yeah.
So for $6, I got 6 paints. And a couple of them were cheap, like this one and this one.
Yeah.
But the rest of them were not. And so, anyway, even though I'm not, and this was probably the most expensive one since.
Well, and Jamie, have you tried it on paper? Because it might work on paper.
I haven't, and I probably will, but I didn't want to mess with it today because of the cure time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it would need that on paper too. Yeah. So I decided just not to mess with it today. But I'm not going to just act like it never existed.
Yeah, these were on clearance for $5. So basically I got these for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I needed some pen cleaner because I let my pen run dry and let it dry out. So I'm going to have to clean it. Okay, so but did I spray anything with oh no, I have this too, but I kind of like this so far. So far, I kind of like that. Well, I have these crayons on my table.
It's hard to find. I'm using a whole one of these silicone things or whatever they are.
Oh, something big
for
enough
my
to.
to go on
Yeah.
my page.
Barbara says, I doubt it needs that cured time on paper, but you could exchange it for something else. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you she could exchange it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real honest. I'm just not going to shopping much, and so going back to Michael's just to do that, I probably won't
Yeah.
because I don't want to go in there and buy something else. So
You know, I went in Joann's. Okay. I went in Joann's after what I needed. I bought it and I left.
I'm proud of you.
Didn't buy anything else. But yes, I like the mica sprays. The only thing I don't like is that these metallic ones take an awful long time to dry. Okay, we need to find some more goodies to put on this page. Oh, come on. Don't not spin. What's in my junk thing? Okay, here's a little piece of fiber. Oh, I like this.
What? I can't see. I missed it. Oh, yeah, I love those too.
There's a piece of black, which might be fun. I'm just digging in my little scrappy bin. Oh, those are such pretty colors, just like that. Oh, yes, pretty, pretty.
I love my greens.
Yeah, it's chilly in here. I may have to go get my other sweatshirt. Oh, there's a piece of green paper that Lisa gave me.
Hi, Sharon. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome. Julie says 1 hour in and just starting the creative part.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah. Well, that's what happens when Tanya tells you that that she's been to the store. Yeah,
And
yeah.
she got a few things.
I got a few things. Well, what's really bad is that that's only half of what I brought home. Now the other half really was for Mom though. So. Okay, I have a bunch of little earthy tony papers in my.
Uh-oh.
Don't you like that earthy tony?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, there's a really pretty little tiny piece of ribbon. Okay. Oh, there's another one of those little holes. Sooner or later, I'm going to use this. This is parking lot treasure. Have no idea what it is. Found it in the parking lot.
Me either, but it's cool.
It is cool. Oh, here's an interesting little yeah. Okay, we're gonna look at what we got and see what it might do. Here, let's see. What's this? Nope, that's. Let's see what we can do with what we get. Oh, this is. But first, I guess I'm gonna go get my other sweatshirt. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
For
You
some
can
unknown
art
reason.
better if you're warm.
Yeah, I'm kind of cold. It's kind of nasty. It's not supposed to be as cold for the. Oh, that is so pretty. It's not supposed to be as cold here for the next week, but
Yeah, we're supposed to get up in the 70s.
oh, okay, you do understand that 2 weeks ago I had turned the air conditioner on for like 5 days. I mean, it was so hot in here you could not comfortably sit. The air conditioner was on. Then
Well,
it
I
froze
have not
again,
had to do that.
and we
But
had to wrap the orange tree again.
since
I was
we
like,
we got down to 0 degrees with 10 below will chill factor a couple of days ago, and tomorrow I think it's supposed to be 60 and then 70 and then 75 and then back to 60 and 50 and so
yep,
that's
yep.
how we do things. We go up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay, and my husband says as long as it isn't horrendously nasty, cold, bad weather, we probably are coming across 40.
All
And
right.
as long as we can leave when we plan to leave, we should be able to spend a couple of days in Amarillo.
Well, I hope you can. I sure do.
It,
Typically March is not that bad here, but
yeah, I know, and it'll be late in March, but
yeah.
um, it will be. It will all just depend, uh, because we can go, further south to go across, or we can go across 40. 40 is kind of boring.
Yes, it
but
is. I'm sorry.
but
But I'm here. I'm
but
not
you're
boring.
there. Yeah, and it's not boring after we get to you, but okay, so now I need a page. Uh-huh. And
Julie said it's supposed to be 88 today, where she's at.
woo. But like I said, it's the weather here is just, it can't make up its mind. It really can't. It was 28 a couple of days ago. It was 60s overnight 2 weeks ago. That's why the problem was, it was like 67 at night and 78 or so in the daytime, and it was wet. So it was either turn the air conditioner on or just really be uncomfortable. And so we turned the air conditioner on. But it's like, okay, that's kind of a cool page. Look at here. Look at this color on there. Huh. There's another page like that back here, I think. But maybe I've used it already. Yeah, I've used it already, I think. Is there another one further forward? No. Okay. So, We don't get much in the way of seasons, Julie. We have summer and less hot summer. That's what we have. So
And we get 3 seasons a day.
yeah, that too. Yes, there's that too. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
When is autumn? Would that be in June when y'all get autumn? Is that, or is that, I mean, I know you're kind of opposite from us, but I don't know if it's totally opposite or just different. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's yeah. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's when our spring is,
Okay.
but she'll tell us in a minute. She said they'd had a decent spring, she says.
Last time. Whenever her spring was last time.
Last time, yeah. just a minute, guys. I gotta go make sure Jeff got this message. So,
That's fine. We will be here.
okay. It's just Mark's asking a question, and I want to make sure Jeff got it. Hey, can you speak to Mark's message? Okay. Would Brandon go back to bed? Okay. Probably so we could run videos and stuff. Jess has half a headache, and I wanted to make sure that he answered Mark's message before so that he didn't miss it. Not
April.
Month ahead of myself. March, not April. Okay. So next month is when she'll get her autumn. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to mute and do the heat gun. So,
okay. This is popping up, and I just want it to make sure it stays down. So I'm just gonna. That's not gonna work. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's just do this. There we go. No, not quite so much. Yeah, that will work. That's the nice thing about a one signature book. You can bend it backwards. I've got the covers pinned together back there so that it lays flat. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
it looks really good.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa Jameson. Welcome, welcome. Oh, well, I hope you fight good and get well quickly.
Yep. We have 3 Lisas here today. Yep. Lisa. Iowa Lisa's last name is gone out of my head, but Iowa Lisa is not here today.
Lisa Carroll.
Carol, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yep, she's a bead friend that I met from doing shows. But yes, Lisa, I hope you feel better soon. Okay, so this needs to have inked on it. Most definitely needs ink. Okay. Let me turn the volume down here. Maybe that won't ping so much. Because otherwise he's going to be talking to him. And let's see what the sepia will do. What color does sepia come out? I think that will work. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Those actually show up a little better than I thought they would.
Oh, they're very cool. Yep.
I don't know that I'm going to use them, but they show up better than I thought they would. My plan was to use this, these wallpaper flowers throughout this book. So I've really cut those out to do something else with, but let's look and see what we can do here. There's a butterfly.
Well, and some of those wallpaper flowers you need a big book for too. So.
You do, and that's one reason for going ahead and using them in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That, in fact, that's why I decided to do this book, was because I wanted to use all these wallpaper flowers I had cut out. Although I cut this one out. It's not completely done yet, but I wanted to use it on my next page. But I think there's too much green.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one doesn't show up as well.
So I don't think
the other one you had.
Yeah, that's gonna have to wait for another time. I've got some beautiful pink ones in here, and while I'm not that big on pink, they look really pretty on there.
Oh yeah, they do. Uh-huh.
So let's see if we have what else we have of these that we can put with this. Might as well use the same kind of flower. Okay. So this here. Let's see what we've got.
I don't like that. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. I thought I had this thing set to vibrate, but it doesn't seem to want to. Just a minute. Let me try to. Oy, 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 oy. Okay.
Now I can't decide if I want them to overlap this much. And then just put my words up there.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I want to scoop this up.
I kind of like that better.
I think I do too.
And I'm not sure
what too crowded.
Lisa's made something about some comment about up, so I'm.
So she agrees with us. It looks better up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's what she was talking about, but that may be what she was talking about.
Yeah, she says me too. So
yeah, when I cut this out, you notice that I didn't cut right there, and I didn't cut right there, and I do that because sometimes if you don't, then they get all bent up. So yeah. I have a little fussy cutting to finish before I.
What is that out of?
It's a wallpaper.
I thought maybe it was wallpaper. Yeah. I tend to do it a little more with wallpaper because then like a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that it's stronger. But I also I knew when I cut them out, I laid them in this book.
Laid them in the book, yeah. So
yeah, I knew they were safe, but
and I have these shoved into a little photo pocket. So
yeah,
a whole bunch of them are shoved in there.
Trying to decide if I want to do something else to the background before I add these in. I really don't think I need to. Do I want a butterfly?
Oh,
I don't think so.
I told you last week that every time we turn around, a car doesn't run, right?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that the car had been run? I had thought we had fixed. decided it didn't want to run.
No.
Yeah, the Kia. We thought we had the Kia all sorted out, and it was just running horrible. And then the other day it decided it wasn't starting. It was just not going to start. Period. Done. I'm not going to start. Okay, so the one thing I could think of was that when I changed the battery, maybe I didn't get the battery cables tight enough because, Jeff and Brandon, they would tighten something a lot. And I tend to not tighten things as well. So I thought, well, maybe I didn't get a battery cable tightened. Not only I had tightened it, but Brandon says, okay, when you replace the battery cable, the pins posts on the battery about this tall. Apparently they slant, and I just didn't realize that. He says you have got to actually get it for you, Mom, since you can't push with your hands, you don't have as much strength in them. He said next time get a screwdriver and a hammer and tap until it goes all the way to the bottom of the pin, because it's angled. I had gotten it attached at the top and it popped off.
Oh. Well, at least it was an easy fix.
Yeah, it was an easy fix. I had wondered when Jeff said it didn't start that it might be a cable, and I just had not had time to go out and check it myself. Because I don't know if I told you, but the day that battery failed, and I knew it was going to fail eventually. I changed the battery, but whoever put the previous battery in it had put it in wrong.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, when I took that battery out, it had not been attached. It hadn't even been held down. It was just loose in there. So it was surprising it didn't tip over or something. So, anyways, so we have most of the cars running now.
Well, my heater self-healed.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I know. Okay. It just suddenly started working. But
that's always good.
How about this, Barbara? Would that be
yeah,
good to put in the background?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but now my seat, the power seat mover, is not working.
Oh,
luckily, it's stuck where I need it to be to drive.
Yep.
But I'm afraid. It used to, when you get out, when you turn off the car, it would back up for you to get out. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't do that now. But I'm scared to back it up in case it won't go back forward, and then I couldn't drive till I get somebody to look at it. So,
well, ours doesn't move back and forth, but the pickup truck, somewhere along the line, it decided it's not moving back and forth. So, last time I had it in the shop, some mechanic moved it. And I had to go back in, and I said, okay, guys, I kind of told you not to move my seat. And the kid that works on my trucks and my car usually, his name is Ashley. Anyways, he said, what? He said, I didn't work on your car this time. He said, it was one of the other guys. He said, I'm sorry. He said, let's go look. He moved it. He physically moved it for me, and he says, whatever you do, I said, unplug it so it doesn't get moved again. Because it would go backwards. It would go backwards, but it wouldn't go forwards.
Yeah.
Go forwards. Okay, this needs some
other
little color in it. It just does.
That's too bright. I don't like it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I can wipe it off if I hurry or not, but
her shorts pocket gets caught on the kitchen cabinet knobs. Oh dear, that is not good. Okay, this needs some yellow in it, is what it needs. I wonder what I have. Or something. It needs something.
Oh, well, it did come off. Wow, okay. Awesome.
I wonder what this might do.
Well, Julie, I'm so short, it's my sleeve. This part of my sleeve, or the buttons on my shirt or something like that gets caught on like the door handles and cabinet handles.
Ugh.
And I'm like yanked backwards. Okay. I should have left off
I got these while I was on my trip, and I haven't even used them yet. So we will see if one of these will work to make enough color in there to make me happy. It's not going to be yellow, but maybe it will work. Let's see here. First, we need to move this so we can scribble. Kangaroo pocket on her sweatshirt, yeah. I don't think I like the green.
Okay.
The gold might work, but maybe the green.
So should I do the brown or should I do black?
I think black is going to show up better.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much I want it to show up.
Uh-huh. Well, put a little bit of brown on it somewhere, and if you don't like it, you can add black to it.
That's true. Okay. I'm going to not ink it as good as I ink that one, so it'll just come off kind of an impression. Oh, wow. That brown goes on, though. Okay. So I'm just going to very lightly put it black on there.
Uh-huh. Oh, Teresa, thank you. Yes, thumbs would be good. Okay, I don't like either one of those colors, so that's not going to work. We need some yellow. It just needs some yellow. Okay.
Okay. I think we're going to stop with that. It's not a ton, but it should be enough.
Uh-huh.
Y'all probably can't see it, but
not real well, but it changed it took the green back just a little bit.
Yeah.
The white in this was just a little too much. Granted, I'm going to cover some of that up, but it needed just... And I might put a little of the gold on. Okay. All right, now let's glue our pieces down. Okay, so I put my sweatshirt on, and now the furnace is running, and so now I'm too warm. Gosh, I am just a pain in the keister. Okay.
I think I'm going to stick these in my newest everything book here in a minute. But let's do these first.
I was telling Lisa before we went live that I saw I think it was a reel on Facebook, in all honesty. I don't think it was on YouTube. Of this artist who has this art journal that it's like this big scrap. It's not. It's definitely not square pages. It's like whatever scraps of paper he could find, and I think it's a he. I hope I saved the reel properly. I need to go back and see if I can find it. And he does these really fun, very fast, abstract-y type art pages that are... It was really interesting to me because he put the image, the magazine image he was using for the collage on sideways. It was just really cool. Anyways, Lisa and I decided we need to make a book like that. Just scribbly thing. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you, Lisa. Something I was reading what is the book? Let me think. I'll remember. Oh, it's Julia Cameron's book, and she talks about morning pages and all that.
Yeah. I don't
Do
know
you
the
know
name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
you know which book I'm talking about? Okay. Something I read was talking about the process painting. Process painting was like doing morning pages. And I would almost say that the way that this guy was playing with the in this art journal was kind of like what I would think of as process painting, where you just kind of blindly put stuff down, which I thought was really interesting. It looks like a brown kitty you made, Tanya. I made a brown kitty. Huh. By an inch, okay. Anyways, I thought it might be interesting to do something like that. So I may. I've lost something out of my. Let's put these back in my little bin here. My little bin is kind of overflowing, so probably gonna have to get in there and throw some stuff away. And what did that fall out of? Where was that? Okay, probably was right here. I'll bet. Yep. That's where it was. Okay, so this is going to go back on here. But I think this needs some fiber in it.
Yep. Everything needs some fiber.
Yes, I think Fairy in the Winter Woods, Tanya. I like it, except that it doesn't show up a lot on camera, that's for sure.
It is pretty, though.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of like that you can see whatever you see in it.
Yes, uh-huh. That's right. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Let's see. Let's do this again so that you can... Come on, focus.
I have watched Robin. It's been a while since I've looked at any of her stuff, but
Yes,
I have
I
in the
love
past.
watching Robin. Mm-hmm. Yes, I watch Robin whenever I get a chance to watch videos. Um, I'm subscribed to her, so okay, we need something fun. Let's see what's in this one. See if there's anything in here that makes me happy with that. Mm-hmm. That might work. Maybe. Oh, I think I like this better. Okay, let's see what we can do with that.
Okay.
I love Robin's work is very often very do I want to say earth toned? I don't want to say monochromatic, but earth toned, I think is what I would call it.
Okay, now I need to find my box of words.
Yeah, I'm going to have
one of my boxes of words, but the one I've had out here
I'm going to have to find words. Yep. Do I want to put it in that way or this way? I think we're going to go this way. Okay, what is the other end? Yeah, this is all one color. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I made the journal this year to do it with her, and she's not making it available. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I'm trying to, I think I want, is it silly to choose your words based on the color of the paper behind them?
No, that is not silly. Not in any
Okay,
way,
thank
shape,
you.
or form. No, no.
So I've got, not all who wander are lost.
Oh, I like that one.
Color is the daily bread of the eyes, and the pursuit is the reward.
Oh, yeah. Like all three of them.
Me too. I don't know which one to use. I think I'm going to use the pursuit is the reward.
I like that one. Okay, now these, do you realize this was, I probably needed this little square to finish my book, but this is where I used it to make a what do you call that? A
template?
Template, yeah. A hole punching template for my postcard book.
Oh, Teresa agrees with me. Barbara likes not all who want. Well, I'll use them all eventually, so it's gonna get used. But I like all who, not all who wander are lost, also. But
yes, because we wander quite a bit, but we are very rarely lost.
Very rarely.
Very rarely lost.
So
I always say I can always turn around and go back the same direction I came, so I'm usually not lost. Might be temporarily misguided.
There you go. Off on a rabbit trail or something.
Yes. Squirrel.
I usually know where I am, at least.
Yeah, that's it. I usually know where I am. Okay,
I might not be where I was headed, but I usually know where I am.
Trim these just a little bit. They're just a little bit long. I didn't know how much was gonna.
Okay, trying to decide where to put the word.
Okay, I am just gonna, I think, glue that down. But first, I need to see about words.
I think I like it right there.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
Okay. Oops, that's not straight at all. I mean, not even close. Good grief. Okay, that may be crooked the other direction, but it's straighter than it was. Excuse me. Okay, I'm happy with that page.
I like it. Okay, none of that looks like something I want. Let's see what's in this one. I still haven't sorted all my words and images out of these little books yet, but it's getting there. I need to redo
Thanks, Julie.
some of these, some of that washi tape words because I might have to look in one of these books that I brought home and see if there's any words in there. Because I'm not finding much. Let's see what's in here.
Well, I've been spending whatever free time I have to watch videos, watching videos on rigid heddle weaving. Because it's been a long time since I've done much weaving, and I want to make sure that I kind of know what I'm doing before I get started. I'm going to go pick up my loom tomorrow.
Ooh,
I'm very excited.
Yay. And how big is it?
It's 24 inches wide.
Okay.
That's the weaving width. The loom itself is more like 28 inches, but it weaves 24 inches wide. So I think I can get it to fit right in here in this slot, and I can actually film myself weaving, which I haven't been able to do before, really.
Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I need to get out mine and just do a whole day of cutting, Julie. Tangerine and russet cascade of kaleidoscope leaves creates a tapestry of autumn magic upon the emerald carpet of fading summer. Okay, that's just too much words.
I say if you can't even read it easily,
blah, blah, blah.
It's too much. Maybe take half of it or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do some videos showing like a sampler of different, I want to say stitches, but it's not stitches, different weave types, or I can't, I don't even know the word anymore. Anyway, do kind of a series. It probably won't be it probably will be a little while before I do that because there's a warp already on it that she was weaving some kitchen towels, and I want to get those woven off and give them to her.
Oh yeah.
And
that'd be nice.
And then I've got a scarf I want to weave with some of my hand spun yarn for Darla, my sister friend. And I'm going to do it in herringbone, I think. And so I think I may do some of that on stream so people can see that herringbone really, it looks like a complicated thing, but it's really not. And so that may be the first thing that I show. I don't think I'll show myself weaving on the hand towels because they're just boring. But
for some unknown reason, that didn't want to go back in. I don't know why.
What size is your mini file folder die? Oh my goodness, honey. I can't even tell you where it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I know. But I want to say it's about this big.
Weave structures.
Weave structures. Thank you, Lisa. I should have just asked you because I would know. I knew you would know. But thank you for chiming in and telling me.
This my words need a little bit of something behind them to kind of go with this other stuff. So we're just gonna put a little piece of this wonderful green paper that Lisa gave me. I don't have a lot of that green paper left.
Well, you can pick up some more when you're here.
Oh, I might be able to do that.
Because I definitely still have a roll of it, so I would be happy to. I'd be happy to donate to your cause.
To my cause, okay.
Because I know you're going to run out of something if I don't donate.
Well, you do realize that I'll have to bring you a box, right?
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Jeff's already packed me 2 empty plastic tubs in the
oh, there you go. Well, I have a little packet of something I was supposed to mail to you that has those feather dyes in them.
Oh,
And I don't even remember what else, but I'm going to find it before you come and give it to you
okay.
while you're here.
Okay. Well, Helen and I discussed the other day whether or not I take my crocodile with me. And I said no because it's rare that I need that big, that big of a hole kind of thing.
Right.
And I have gotten to where I have so little time when we're out on a trip that I used to take a lot more projects, and I just don't have time to do them. So I've gotten to where I don't take that stuff very much of it. I take some stuff, but I said, and you do realize that shopping is part of, the projects, and that that means I have to have space to carry the stuff home.
That's
And
right. That's more important than using your crocodile.
Right. Jeffrey has already gotten me 2 empty tubs, and I think I have 2 inside too. Two more in the base. I won't be here next week. I'm teaching a 2 at a time sock knitting class. Okay.
Oh, how fun!
Okay. 3.5 by 2 7/8. About that. Yeah, it's probably about that size. I don't think I have that die, but
it's smaller than a 3x5 card. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a little smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But it is a cute size.
Have fun with that though, Lisa, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay.
Yeah, it does. I always love teaching people, how to spin. I've done a lot of spinning teaching. I've done a little bit of weaving teaching, but I've done a lot of spinning teaching, and it is a lot of fun. It's just fun to share the things you love.
Uh-huh. That's right. Okay. I think for some unknown reason, this doesn't, to me, this feels like it should not be glued down. It should be able to be moved. So that means I have to figure out how to glue it down.
You could just punch holes in your page and put the strings through. Unless you got something on the other side.
The other side's already done. So it's not going to work. But I think
you could staple on the strings.
Yeah, I probably could staple the strings. Yep.
Then just put a piece of washi tape on the back side to cover it up or something.
Yep. Staple will work. Oh, you're so smart.
Once in a while. Once in a while.
Please don't run out. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you very much.
Well, the one I have is Tim Holtz, so maybe it's bigger than I thought it was. Because she says hers is 4.5 by under. Well, that would be wide by 3, so that is a little bit smaller than a 3x5 card.
Yeah,
which is what I said. So I guess I wasn't lying, or remembering incorrectly, or whatever.
Okay, so if we put this like that, oh yeah, I can lift this just enough to staple this. Okay, guys, I can't staple this over here. I'm going to have to pull it to me to staple it. Sorry, I just can't see good enough to do that way.
That's okay. We can see it after you staple it.
Okay. I'm glad you're okay with that. Okay.
Well, I'm speaking for everybody, and I probably shouldn't, but
That's all right. I'm pretty sure they'll agree with you. But staples are going to work perfect to do it because that will let it bend.
oh, I was going to put those. I forgot.
Okay. Looky there. Ta-da!
Very nice.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, it's pretty, and you could write, you know. But now, I do think I want to fix. I don't like staples back here, so this washi tape right there could go on the thingies. So where is that purple washi tape? Because I'm sure I didn't use it all. I don't know where it's at. Is that one that's in here? No. Of course, it's buried. Oh. I'll be so glad when I kind of figure out everything and maybe get some stuff cleaned up. Oh.
Okay, I think I'm going to put these on this page.
Oh yeah. Is that your everything book?
I've decided it's my paper bag book, but I've decided to use it as my everything book since it's brand new for this year. So
Edge, is that a thingy? Your books are both so lovely. We'll learn to do that. You know, Teresa, I'm going to tell you something. You should just play.
exactly.
It's just little pieces of paper. This book is 99% stuff that, you know, is scrapped from other projects. So just playing, and if it doesn't turn out the way you like it, it's all right, because, you know, you played, you learned.
And everybody has pages they don't like. So
Oh yeah, everybody has pages they don't like. This page makes me happy though, where it flips over all these what do you call those? Tip-ins? Aren't those
yeah.
tip-ins? Yeah. And just so you all know, if you didn't already, I don't like the pokey parts of the staples showing anywhere. So I always cover them up. That's why Lisa told me to put washi tape on it, because she knows I don't. Lisa doesn't like her book pages to be sideways or upside down, and I don't like staples to be pokey on out backside. Oh, Teresa, you know what? I bet you it is way better than you think. You're too hard on yourself.
Yep. I think that's true.
Okay, I am really liking
Because I've seen your stuff.
Yes. Okay, I like this page. And it all but the fiber came out of my little trash bin. Yep. Okay. I have to date this page.
Is that going to fit in there? It'll overlap a little bit, but that's probably good. Probably a good thing to let it do that.
Okay, let's see here. Where can I put this? February. It is February still, yes. February, what, 23rd? Got ready to go to the book sale this morning, and Jeff says, "Are we sure it's going to be today?"
Well, you know why he asked that question.
You know what happened last time. I was like, okay. Yep. Okay. Let's put put the words back in here.
Oh, no.
I need to make some more of these washi tape words because I've used them mostly up. So I'm going to go get a piece of release paper. I'll be right back. And I don't like both. Oh, that's really cool, Lisa.
All right.
Okay, I put everything right back on top of the washi tape. Even though I said I was going to do something with it.
I think that worked out well. Oh, if I can find a pen to write the date on it.
Oh, library pocket. Do I have a die like that? I don't think I have a die like that. I have some. Okay, that I need to put up somewhere. Right there. Okay. Oh, let's not leave it like that. Let's get rid of. Where's my cover? There we go. Yes, Linda Berry is somebody you should watch her videos. She's a cartoonist in many ways, but it's very her videos are a lot of fun. Okay, where are my words? Okay, these are some words we can use. Okay. That's where are my words? Do I have them someplace else?
Do I have words? Surely
Oh,
I
I
have
know
words.
I have words. I know I have.
Okay. You see this?
Uh-huh.
This is cotton that Hannah and I picked in 2019. And I just had it sitting in here decorating.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting dusty, and I have decided it is time to
do something with it.
Yeah. And there ought to be something fun to do with those, but somebody who likes to make, flower arrangements out of found objects probably would do something cool with those, but I don't have a place to put flower arrangements out of found objects. So
yeah, me either. So,
but I am gonna do a little bit of hand cotton processing and see if I can make some little Rolags to spin.
That will be fun.
Well, it's why I bought the cotton in the first place. So, and I've spun it. I think I've even demonstrated that on a video, but when I spun it, I was spinning it from the seed. Okay, so this is one cotton bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the 4 parts of the cotton bowl. And within this one cotton bowl, I've got 1, 2, and this is pretty long cotton.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seeds. And what I used to do, and I could still do it, but I don't have a spindle with me, was I had a little spindle. I would sit in my chair and I would fluff it out like this, and then I would spin it. And this will make at least a full yard of a singles yarn.
Wow.
One little seed. But what I'm going to do today is just pull the cotton off of the seed.
And try to make
yeah, I'm going to use these little dog combs because the teeth are smaller and more delicate than my wool cards, and I think it won't mess up the fiber as bad. I don't know. I've never tried to do it, so we'll see. But I thought it would be fun to spin some cotton and if I'm going to do it, I mean, I do have some cotton sliver that I bought, but it's more fun to spin something that I went out into the field and picked.
Yeah. Okay, I have a little problem here.
What's wrong?
My little word washies are missing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, completely missing.
I don't have a charca, Lisa. I think that would be a fun thing to try. But I'm going to use my little electric wheel. I've seen other people spin cotton on it, so I know it can be done. So I'm going to try to do that. But I know my big spinning wheel, it has a real gait to it, and it's doesn't have a fast enough whirl to spin cotton. So I never tried to spin cotton on there. I just knew it would be a frustrating thing, and so I didn't ever try it. But I knew when I bought this one, one of the things I wanted to do was spin cotton on it, but I just haven't ever done it. So
Okay, I'm very sad. I don't know what I could have possibly done with my word washi.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not
honey.
it's not in any of the places. I'm very sad. I thought I had all my washies together and there's three little places right here that I thought all my washies were in, but I don't know what I've done with that. That's gonna make me unhappy because they're kind of some of my favorites. I gotta get a sheet of. Uh-oh.
I knew they used a charka in India. I did not know they used them in China. That's interesting. So, I should have brought me a little bowl to stick this in, or a basket or something.
You got a little paper bag near you?
Excuse me, I'm going to mute for a second.
I am very, very unhappy with myself to know that my word washies have disappeared. Because you know that they're disappeared because I didn't put them back where they belong. Teresa's back. There's a debate as to who actually invented it. Scanned some of my word clusters and just saw them again in your 2024. Yep. Did you take it away with your last trip and still in the RV? No, Julie, I don't usually put those in the RV, although maybe I did, but I don't think so. Because honestly, I would have taken the ones that are already on a paper, like what I'm going to do right now. This is release paper. Oh, I hate doing that, Tanya. It's like shooting myself in the foot. Yeah, you're right. That's why I'm trying to get my stuff where it's all the same size so I can put it in one container and be done with it. Okay, wait a minute. Word washi, it's right here. I looked in the wrong container. I thought I only had one container of washi tape up here. I've got 2 containers of washi tape. Okay. Duh. See, I did put it away. I just for some reason didn't look in the right place. Real washi tape with words. Yes. You're just about to upload the sweats to look for tonight. It's long though. Probably too long, but it's gorgeous. Okay. Okay, I started to tell you that this piece of paper is like the back side of a sheet from label. So when you put this washi on there, okay, is there a place where it's flat? No. I have to figure out a place where I can stop it.
I got seeds out of this. I ought to try to plant them. I don't know if they'll grow or not. I asked the lady that I got it out of her field if she thought they would grow, and she said she didn't know because this was a test field.
Oh.
And so they're probably a hybrid of some kind. And you know, when they hybridize them, they don't want you to save your seeds. They want you to buy more seeds next year. So she doesn't know if they made them where they won't grow or they just won't produce cotton or not. She doesn't know. Some of them do that to make you buy seeds next year. But you can sell the seeds for oil. So most farmers go ahead and sell the seeds anyway. They don't keep them for themselves. But they used to get the seeds back, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But not nowadays. I'm going to mute for just a second.
Yes, Julie, it's like this, the labels off the paper off the backside of a sticker. Now these are from shipping labels because they're half sheet labels that I use when I ship out my beads, because that's what PayPal makes, is half sheet labels. And I save the paper because there's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. It's amazing what kind of uses you can come up with for this paper. And this is one of them. If I take this, then I can cut them into strips that will fit in my little pages, my little photo pages. And then I have all these words all kind of ready to go. And I might need to do another row of that because that's one I use quite a bit on my postcards. And it's just so much easier to have them.
That is true. And Texas might be one of those places because we grow a lot of cotton here. I know it's illegal to grow colored cotton because of cross-contamination.
Cross-contamination.
But I haven't looked into whether I can grow a little patch in my backyard or not. I was watching one lady who grew cotton in her backyard, and then she spun it and wove it into a little bit of cloth. And she said she had, her biggest problem was squirrels, and we have a lot of squirrels in this neighborhood. So she ended up bringing her cotton inside.
Well, the other thing is that you can get a lot of bugs if you're, see, like we get a lot, cotton grows, there's a lot of cotton fields near here. There are 3 or 4 gins in the general vicinity. And those gins are for, huge cotton fields. And cotton can get a lot of bugs. So.
Yeah, well, we don't want to add to my
your bug issue.
Bugginess, if I can help it. So I probably won't. I'll probably just, I have enough cotton because this isn't all I have. This basket, I have a whole container, probably 13 by 8 by 17 or something like that container full of cotton that are not. These I just kept in here because we picked them on purpose to be decorative.
Okay.
The others, we just pulled these right out of them while they were in the field. It's much easier to
Yes.
pick it that way than to pick it this way. So most of the cotton we picked is already out of the bowls. But anyway.
Jeff was supposed to go get blueberry starts today, but the rain, he didn't want to trim his bushes today, so the rain stopped him from doing that, which is okay because he was supposed to go get me more pine straw, and he didn't want to bring it in wet. See, I knew I had all of these, and I thought I put them away. It's like, okay, apparently I put them away too good. I couldn't find them.
Yeah, they were safe.
They were.
Where all my stuff is that I can't find.
Yeah. What have you lost now?
Oh, nothing new today, but there's just still some safe stuff I can't find.
I was gonna say, what was it last time? The camera?
Yeah, I finally found that.
Yeah.
Eventually, I usually find stuff. Right now, I've got some weaving equipment, some shuttles, and pickup sticks and stuff like that I can't find. And I don't think, I know I gave away some shuttles with the little loom that I gave away, but I don't think I gave them all away. And I don't want to have to rebuy them.
No.
I'll get a couple of shuttles with the loom, but I don't think she has any pickup sticks. And I definitely want to do some weaving with pickup sticks because you can do so many fun things with them. But I could probably buy a yardstick and make me some pickup sticks. But anyway, but I did have some, and the loom I gave away was a 24-inch floor loom, so the same sticks would have worked with this little rigid head loom.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have almost harvested one whole bowl of cotton.
Woo! Okay, this washi tape doesn't want to stick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, it's cheapy stuff.
So there's the cotton off of one cotton boll. There's the seeds out of one cotton boll. Some years, the cotton gin said, I think you leave them your seeds, and they give you a little discount on your cotton, and then they sell the seeds for cottonseed oil. And they said sometimes the only money they actually make is from selling the seeds, not from the cotton. Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Now our gins actually sell the what do you want to call it? Just a minute, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the that husk that you just put aside. That ends up all kind of crushed, and they kind of crush it, and then they compost it. Or sometimes it's not composted at all, but they sell it by the truckload. One of the guys in the organic gardening group that I belong to, he's got a huge because he has enough land to farm, but all they really do is garden. And he's got his own fruit trees, and he could probably feed himself and 3 families with what he's got as far as space. Anyways, he goes up there and gets this huge trailer. He has to leave his trailer, and they fill it throughout the day, and then he goes back in the afternoon and picks it up. and they charge him to do that. They charge him for all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Well, I bet that our gins do that too. That just wasn't one
Mhm.
of the things I remember. It was 2017 or 2018 when we went on a field trip to the cotton gin. So I've forgotten more than I knew probably. We got to watch them, gin the cotton, and we came
Mhm.
home with a little bale of the cotton, enough cotton to spin and weave one man's dress shirt, and it was a bale about this big.
How cool. Um,
Um,
Barbara, the new colors, is that what you got? The new colors of the creative markers, or did you get just this is the first time you've gotten them? She just
I will
her
try
Amazon,
to. Oh, sorry.
Amazon
Go ahead.
her Amazon package just came.
I will try to germinate some seeds and see if they'll grow. I might can grow them in the window, just to see if they'll grow. And if I think about if I can get them to grow, Teresa, if I can get them to grow, I will send you some seeds. Because I'll have plenty.
Thing is, I bet you could put them out in the backyard and nobody would know that you were growing them anyways, especially if you
No,
put
I'm
them in
sure
a
that's
pot.
true.
Nobody will know what it looks like.
And it's not like that I'm trying to grow green cotton or, brown cotton, which would be detrimental. If this got out, it wouldn't be detrimental. But anyway, I'll send you some seeds anyway, Teresa, even if I don't know if they'll grow, and you can try them just like me.
Barbara, I was playing with my first set the other day. I just love them on black. But I thought that the colors of the new set are really interesting as far as what they're calling it and what they really are. They certainly don't look like neutral colors to me.
And what is this you're talking about? I missed it.
The Sharpie creative markers.
Oh.
Have you looked at the new colors?
No. I've been not looking at anything to make me want to buy stuff, except weeding stuff.
They are so not neutral colors.
But they're calling them neutral?
Mm-hmm.
I guess everybody has their own definition.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody has their own definition. Okay, let's put that in there. I'm just glad I found these because I was like, where in the heck have I put those? That just is just bothering me. Okay. All right.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll keep mine in the house then. Just in case. I'll check and see if Texas, is got issues with me growing cotton. But I'm interested. It's a pretty plant. Okay, I'm going to save these seeds right here. You might have to plant a bunch of them to get any of them to come up. So I'm going to send you quite a few.
The what was I going to say? The
germination rate or something like that.
No.
Oh.
My brain went on a vacation. It just went on a vacation. Sorry. Have no idea what I was going to tell you.
Was it to do with pins or with cotton?
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Well,
it's kind of like okay. Brandon said, "Mom, you told me 3 things you needed me to do. Do you think he's done, any of them?" If he doesn't take care of his peppers though this week, his mother's going to dump them in the garbage. I'm going to take them out to the compost and dump them out. I have peppers all over my kitchen.
Pepper plants or peppers?
peppers, hot peppers though, scorpions and ghosts and, not the stuff I would use.
Oh yeah.
He grew one ghost pepper and one scorpion pepper and like 3 Tabasco peppers, and the ghost and the scorpion got as tall as I am. And of course, so then he picked them all and he's left them in bowls on the counter, and they're still there. It's like, okay, this is getting to be a little much. Oh, I know now what I was going to say. Now that Julie mentioned marijuana. Okay, when we used to live out where my brother-in-law lives now, he actually bought the piece of property. It belonged to Jeff's parents when we lived there. And we had our garden in the front yard because they had filled in, and the back was real low and would get soggy wet like swampy. So our garden was out front. And we had okra planted out front. And we came home one day and realized that all the okra plants were gone. The only thing we could figure is that somebody thought they were pot plants.
But they were disappointed.
I'm sure they were. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've never had anybody steal our okra plants, but oh dear.
Yeah, see, I didn't buy any of the bullet tips, Barbara, because I have Posca pens and other bullet tip markers, and I just really wanted the brush ones, and I'm really glad I bought them. I just haven't used them as much as I would like because, quite frankly, I'm not, other than on Sundays when I'm here with y'all, I haven't done any art whatsoever. So that's the problem, and I haven't used them, so I probably will take them with me because they're easy to tote. I did find a container for them while I was looking at my stuff.
Ooh, there's some icky stuff. There's not much in these, but
yeah, we thought it was kind of funny, but it's like when we come home and then the garden was like half empty, and it's like, okay. And I'm pretty sure there was actually okra pods on there, so but they do look a lot alike as far as the leaf goes. So it was funny. We got a good giggle. And heavens, that was 40 years ago. Because it was long before Brandon was born. Well, we don't put anything out in pots at all. It doesn't matter what it is, Teresa. Everything disappears around here if it's out front. Our packages, I try to make sure the packages always come at the same time so that one of us can be here to watch for them. And then, okay, so Brandon has this package that's coming. He got himself a new phone because his phone's been broke for months. So he's got this new phone coming, and he specifically tells them that he does not want to have a signature, but he asked me to be here because it's a phone and he knows things disappear off the porch. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be here all day. So it's coming, right? I went to
our first cotton pony.
Yay! How thin do you make the cotton thread? Well, it's going to be pretty thin, isn't it, Lisa?
Probably. However thin, I mean, it's easier to spin cotton thin than thick
right.
because it needs a lot of twist to hold it together, and it becomes ropier, if you make it thick. In fact, the single, if you do it right, will probably feel a little bit ropey anyway, but when you ply it back, it softens up a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you make it thin to start and then ply them together with more strands.
That actually worked better than I thought it would, but I do need something different from these because they're like this, and so my puni is not evenly shaped. I don't guess it matters. It'll probably spin just the same either way.
Yeah.
But if I had a couple of skinny little dowel rods, that would work better. Anyway.
Teresa says you should put it away in your book so that you will always have your first one.
That's something to think about.
Anyways, I go to the greenhouse for all of 15 minutes. I went out there to open the door, and I actually watered one plant, and I came back in. This stupid phone came while I was gone, and because even though he had said it didn't need a signature, they didn't leave it. I'm like, oh no. So it had to be re-delivered the next day. I'm like, okay, well, at least he got it now.
Yeah, at least they didn't leave it and somebody stole it before you could get out there.
Good, get out there, yeah. Because he messaged me later because they sent him a couldn't deliver it note. Like,
oh, yeah.
He said, did you get it? And I'm like, yes, I didn't call you because I knew you'd be busy at work. So...
One thing about spinning cotton off the seed is that you have those fibers all straightened out around the seed.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're straight. So they make a very, nice yarn. This, I don't know what it'll do. I've never spun with punis before. So I have seen some that you can buy them from India, but I haven't ever done it. I think
and I think flax is. I haven't ever even considered flax because isn't it kind of hard to spin?
It is, and if you have a way to spin it wet, with you get it wet, it spins better. But I haven't ever spun it either. Flax. I do have some somewhere, a strip of it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Have you spun silk before?
I've spun a lot of silk. Silk is fun to spin, and if once you learn how to spin, it's not hard to spin. It kind of depends on what silk you're spinning, because if you spin silk top, the staples are about 7 or 8 inches long, so you can spin it very thin.
You're spinning.
Go ahead.
From the little cocoony thing.
Oh no! In fact, we raised silkworms one year when the kids were little, and I put those the cocoons after the silkworms came out of the cocoons. I put them up somewhere because I thought I wanted to try figuring out how to. And this was before we were spinning anything. So it was like 2009, 2008, something like that. I can't find out. I guess they got thrown away, but I've contemplated ordering the little larvae again, and raising them again just so I can do something with the cocoons once they emerge. But I never how should I say it? We had a mulberry tree just 2 houses down.
Yeah.
And the branches were growing really low then. So it was easy to harvest leaves off of it. And
Yeah.
our neighbor, of course, said it was fine for us to do that. So the kids would go every day and get fresh leaves, But
Hmm.
now they've got those trees pruned where they're up really high,
Yeah.
and so it would not be as easy to
To do it.
grow them
Mhm.
right now. Yeah, I'd have to find another. And there's probably some more mulberry trees on the block, but because it is something that grows good here.
Um, I have some cocoons. I bought them because I could see doing some jewelry pieces with them, and I did a few, but I never did a lot of them, and I bought them right before I kind of ended up not, you know, there was plans to do lots and lots more art shows in our lifetime, and then it all ended when we got in that wreck. So
Right.
there's Tanya, I was watching one lady show how she got her words and letters. She used cereal boxes. Yes, in a big bead bin. And I like the idea of that, although my letters are in this. Where's it at? And uh, she uses cardboard letters instead of magazine letters. And my letters are in these. Now, I don't like this thing because it's reaching in this way, but if I make it into the ones like I'm going to use, I think I would like this. I just laid them down on the table and I made little piles of A's and B's and C's and whatnot. But yeah, she cuts hers into with out of tagboard, which is really cool. And I would imagine that they would give you a different dimension on your project too. I would now since I was using magazine pages because if you had magazine pages in one of those bead bins, it would not be. Oh, what do I want to say? They would probably get bent up when you were trying to dig through for the right one. But I saw that. I think that was a. I don't know if it was a video or if it was a short or something. For not watching videos, I actually have seen more than I thought in the last few weeks. So, okay. So,
Julie, you can find videos of them making cotton. I mean, well, cotton too, but flax all the way from growing the
mhm.
plants, doing all. I mean, that's an intensive process. Um, but there are videos out there, and there are videos of people like us doing that, not just historians or farmers or whatever, but it is an intensive process, and it takes several different tools, specialty tools, to do it. But that's something I like linen. But if I'm gonna spin linen, I'm probably going to spin it from a flax top rather than a flax strick. Except that I've got that one that I thought I might try, but I really don't have any desire to spin linen just because of the having to get it wet process and all of that. And it's not like you have to soak it or anything like that. You just dip your hands in water while you're spinning. And what that does is it releases some chemicals or glue basically in the linen and makes the linen smooth. Some people, I have seen where some people do spin it dry, but I don't think it makes as good a product. Anyway, I've watched some of those videos and I enjoyed it, but I don't have any desire to do it myself. Cotton, yeah, but it's also partly because I live in cotton country, and so it that gives me a little. I have a source for cotton. Now, flax I could grow here as far as legally probably easier than cotton, but I don't plan to. But these are coming out really cute.
Yeah, they are.
So I might actually be able to. This is a much easier process than I thought it was going to be. And I didn't really feel confident. Now, I may not make as good a yarn as if I had real cotton cards, but it would be spinnable for sure.
Yeah. Well, see, I hate it when I lose things like my books or whatever. Another thing I had an idea about making for words was to take my ransom letters and actually make glue words to a piece of paper and then shrink them on my
your printer.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's easier to work with these big letters, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I want the word to look like. Plus, I could make them regular size and then make them smaller, so I would have the same words, ransom words, in different sizes, which I thought was kind of a fun idea, maybe. So I thought I would try that today. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Okay, put these over here so you can see my ponies. show off my ponies.
Okay, these are fun words. Ponies. Companies actually call it flax thread.
No, it is flax until you spin it, and then it is linen. Once it's spun, it's called linen. So when you're buying it, you're buying linen thread, even though it came from the flax plant. I'm not sure why, but
some old guy said, "This is what I want."
Maybe so. Yeah, well, I didn't know, Julie, till I started spinning. So don't feel like for some reason that makes you ignorant or something. That's just most people don't know. Until you have a need to know, that's not something you probably know.
Puni, nitty, naughty, spinning words fun to say.
Tockley and Charka. Yeah.
Okay, food words are fun too. What do you call papooses? Have you ever had papooses, Lisa?
I have not.
Oh. Okay, so Brandon works with a kid who's Latin descent. I'm not exactly sure where they're from. Our next door neighbor's El Salvadorian, so he worked for her for a while, but he now works with Brandon. He's only about 17, so he's not very old. Sounds like he's been working since he was little, though. His mom, something was wrong with his sister's car. And this is the second car Brandon has looked at for his mom. I think it has to do with the processes put through. The flax plant is ready or allowed to rot and changes the chemical compounds. Okay. Coming from Great Aunt Margaret. Papoose is very tasty. Yeah, Elsa. Okay, so they are El Salvadoran. Anyways, so Brandon is like, he goes to look at this car for him, and it's not something he's going to fix. He said flat out, he's not touching a BMW, and he's definitely not touching that particular problem. But he did tell them what the problem was, and they had their truck to a dealer who told them that what was wrong was way the wrong thing. And Brandon says, and they had asked Brandon if he could fix that, and he said, bring it over and let me look at it. Come to find out, what was wrong was not what they said, what the dealer had said. So, but Brandon did fix that for him. Anyways, so the other night he goes and he looks at this car. He does not do anything to it. And she feels like she needs to pay him. So she sent him home with enough papooses that he ate. He gave Jeff one. I had some of 2 different ones, just, a little bit. And then he had leftovers. So, and she told Chris to call him and tell him to come back and get the last of them. She was making them for dinner, I guess, and he just happened to be there at the right time.
That's pretty good payment for not doing anything.
Yeah, that's what he said, and he felt guilty. He says, first off, he interrupted their dinner, so it's like, okay, oh dear, now that may not be easy to do. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Jamie.
Very tasty, she says.
Oh, they were tasty. Big time.
Well, now you make me want some. I need to find me somebody from El Salvador.
He needs to figure out how to make them. But apparently he's had them from the Mexican food truck before. So
okay,
that's not just the El Salvadorian. So
well, we have a lot of Mexican food trucks, so I could get some there. I'll have to look. I rarely ever go to them.
Well, I am just glad you said hello. I'm not doing anything of importance now. It's like, okay.
I'm combing cotton.
My library book. What'd you say?
I said, I'm just combing cotton.
Well, yeah, but that's, you got to do it to get to the next step, right?
That's true.
I mean, without it, you can't get to the next step.
Well, now that I turned the my little brushes like this, they it's more even. So,
okay.
But they're a little bit fiddly to handle with the brush on the end, and trying to some little dowel rods would be better.
Chopsticks. Have you got a set of chopsticks?
Actually, I do. Let me go get some.
Okay, there you go. See? Figured it out.
Yay!
Chopsticks would work, and then you wouldn't have the brushes in your way.
That's why we have friends. Ethan really enjoys eating with chopsticks, so I bought like 100 packages for him.
Oh my! I'm sorry, Chris is not feeling well, Lisa. Julie says to check for allergens first. It's corn-based. Yeah, it's like think tamale, but not tamale. It's like tamale. It's like a flat tamale. Enclosed. Two layers of tamale stuff with the stuff in the middle. One set she sent home with Brandon was beef and bean, and then the other set was cheese, and then she sent him home with this coleslaw that was really sour, that was a topping for it. it was just really good. It was really good.
One of these is smooth and one of them's not. So I'm going to try another package and see if I can find another smooth one.
Okay, see you in a couple weeks, Lisa. Have fun teaching your class.
Bye-bye, Lisa.
And
Okay, I'll keep those for some other art thing because I'm got cottony hands. I'm not going to put them back in the drawer. Okay. I'm excited now. I got me some pony rollers.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, don't.
It was I'm losing.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to know.
I don't think you do. Oh dear. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, there we go. Let's see.
Now, everybody out there in YouTube land is trying to figure out what you were thinking.
You would have to have hung out with a whole lot of bead people. That's what I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, I haven't, so you're the only bead person.
You're safe. Yep. I haven't had any good tamales in a long time either. One of the ladies that she was technically a temporary employee when Jeff was working in Nebraska, in South Dakota. Anyways, she worked 6 months in South Dakota and then spent the next 6 months in Texas, and then came back to South Dakota every 6 months. It was the way the position was. And anyways, she would bring huge flats of tamales into work. They were so good.
Well, that's something that we can get real easy here and that are really good. I will never make my own. I found out what that process was like, and I'm like, I'll pay you for those because that is an intensive process. And
okay, Barbara's got to go too. Bye, hon. See you next
bye,
week.
Barbara. I hope that.
It's 4:15 already.
Oh, wow. We're just having so much fun with our nonsense.
There you go. Nspire. I did spell it right. That's what I was like. Okay.
I think so. That's how I would spell it, but that doesn't mean anything because I'm not like a good speller. So
I'm a terrible speller. My son's spelling is really bad too, and the special teacher that he had, because Brandon had, what do you call that?
Dyslexia?
Gifted.
Oh, yeah.
Gifted. Okay. So he had gifted classes especially when he was in Alabama. The gifted teacher said to me, I said, his spelling is so horrible. She said, don't worry. He's either going to have a secretary or a computer always in his life. He will always be able to spell because of that. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's like,
yeah.
And
I remember when I was in school, I did everything else way above grade level, but spelling was always several stages below grade level. And of course, I focused, like kids do. I focused on the negative thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I was crying because I got one of those standardized tests that you took back, and it said, I was in 9th grade, I think, and everything else was, college level or senior level or something, and spelling was 6th grade.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And my teacher said, Lisa, the most intelligent people I know can't spell.
Yeah.
She said it's not that you're stupid, because I told her, I said, I'm so stupid I can't even spell,
Mm-hmm.
And she said some of the most intelligent people I know can't spell. And since then, I've met a lot of very intelligent people that I know that can't spell either. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
obviously she wasn't lying to me.
It's amazing the number of people that can't spell, but it's also just the way which direction your brain works. Sometimes I think
Yeah.
the I had a list of inspirational words and now I can't find it.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to think of other words I wanted to do on here. Bye bye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
I was just gonna do a couple more words. What word do I want to believe? That's what a word. That's what I'll do. The what was I gonna say? Brand, I can't use a dictionary. I mean, honestly, using a dictionary is very difficult for me because if you can't spell it, you can't find it. You know?
I had a teacher who always said, look it up.
Mm-hmm.
When I would ask her how to spell something, and I told her exactly. I was like, that's stupid. I can't spell it. How can I look it up? She goes, by the time you find it, you'll know how to spell it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I have always spelled certain words wrong, and it's like February. I have to consciously pay attention to how February is spelled. It was funny. He would spell flower for flower and things like that. Those words I don't have too much trouble with as far as using the wrong. Okay, they have a name.
Homonym?
Yeah, I think it's a homonym. I think you're right. So but the big thing is that if you can't spell it, it's hard to look it up. It really is. There we go. Let's use that I right there. That's really fun. Can't remember what I was going to tell you. It just went out,
Did he do it on purpose, Joyce?
Yeah, because some people will.
Mm-hmm. Just for fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now,
the reason I'm asking is because my kids always loved play on words like that. Nope, he just couldn't spell. Okay.
Brandon taught me though that if you're trying to look it up like with spell checker, sometimes you have to spell it phonetically instead of the way I would normally try to spell it.
Yes, that's true.
And
that's what I had to tell Hannah because she could never find anything on spell check.
Yeah.
It would say, I don't know what you're looking for. It was so frustrating to her. Like, I'm sorry. Spell it the way it sounds.
Lieve, right? Believ. Is that how you spell
so.
Belie? Okay.
Write it down. That always helps me. If I see it written down, I can usually tell if it's right or wrong. Except those I before E, except after C kind of words.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a million that don't fit that. So then you think, okay, is this one of them that does or doesn't? Then you second check yourself, and you're usually the way you spelled it right was the first time was right.
That means there's 3 E's in it, not
Believe. I think that's it. But now I'm not sure. Somebody tell us.
I was going to say neither am I.
The more you think about it, the worse my spelling gets.
Yes.
Okay, somebody out there tell us.
Yeah, it is right. That's right. Believe. Yes, I had it right, and I just didn't get out enough E's. So, thanks, Joyce. She somebody finally fixed it for us. It's like, okay, whatever. Oh dear.
I had somebody come up to me when we were doing a demonstration at the art thing on First
Mhm.
Friday, and this was an adult person came up to me and told me what a horrible person I was, that I was buying wool to spin because they had to kill all those sheep just to keep my habit.
Oh my word.
And I thought, oh, you have been listening to the wrong people. And
It's like, okay.
I tried to explain to her that not only do you not kill the sheep because you want more wool next year,
Right.
that um, it's if you don't shear the wool the way we have raised them to this point, if you don't shear the wool, the sheep will get sick and die. Um, you know, it's more sane to go ahead and shear the sheep. Anyway, I just couldn't believe she actually said that. I thought my first thought was that she was joking.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I asked her, I said, "You're joking, right?" And she was like, "No." She said, your hobby should not have to kill an animal. I was like, okay. I said,
Okay.
we've got sheep wool here. We've got goat fiber here. We've got Angora bunny rabbit fur fiber here. We've got alpaca fiber here. None of those animals get killed
Mhm.
for their
Yep.
fiber. In fact, they all need us to take that off if they're going to be healthy and happy. Um, I don't think she believed me, but anyway,
Probably
I
didn't. Probably didn't.
I tried to help her, but I was just in shock. I was like, how could you get to the adulthood and not know that? Um, we are so far away from reality in our world nowadays. Um,
I was gonna say, yeah,
I
the
mean, I've
cotton,
heard people.
cotton, you actually have to kill the cotton plant to do that, but it's going to die anyways because it's an
Yeah,
annual. So it's like, okay,
exactly. Well, I've heard people say, something about people from PETA boycotting them and you know, um, not boycotting, protesting in front of their farm, you know.
hmm
And I thought, seriously? But evidently, uh, they've made a decision in their heart and they don't care about what's real, you know.
yeah, I'm gonna need to go. My
Okay.
eyes are starting to buggy, and they
Well,
did
I
real well
probably should
today.
too, but I had
I
fun.
know.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, I'm really you're always invited. I'm just really glad you had time to come. I I knew that the I since I wasn't going to get very much at the book sale that we would be back in time. But then we did need to go check on Jeff's dad, which was real interesting. He called. I have to tell you this before we get off. Called Jeff the other night. Jeff, you need to come over and light my pilot light. It's cold in here. And Jeff said, Dad, you don't light the pilot light on the furnace. It's automatic. He said, did you turn the thermostat down again? Because he's done this like 3 times. Yep. Go in the hall and turn the thermostat up. So this morning we get there. It's cold in here. Can you fix the furnace? He's turned the thermostat down to 63 again.
Well, that
So
definitely
we
makes it cold.
turn it back up again. So, and like I said, he's lost a set of hearing aids, his glasses, something else. Can't remember.
Yeah.
What was the
Well,
other
that's
thing? Oh, yeah, yeah. he called here after something else that we took. He had a old firearm, and yeah, it's like I have to call the police. I'm like, oh no, it's like no, you don't have to call the police. Dad, you gave that to Jeff years ago. Yeah, yeah. No, we took it.
Yeah.
Just like we've taken the cars, and Jeff's taking him next week. Hopefully, he will completely fail and not be able to have a driver's license. But
I hope so.
It's getting really crazy.
We had a lady at our church when I was growing up who, couldn't drive, and so somebody had to come pick her up from church.
Mm-hmm.
So the deacons took turns going to get her. And they would call her on Saturday night and tell her who was going to pick her up on Sunday morning. And if they forgot, or if somebody different had to come for some reason and she didn't answer the phone when they tried to call or whatever, she would start yelling out the door, "I've got a gun and I'm not afraid to shoot it." And then she would start shooting at the wall. And
oh no!
And they were like, "No, we're from the church. We're here to pick you up for church." "Oh, okay, I'll be out in a minute."
Yeah.
And then when she passed away, her living room was just full of gunshot holes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I gotta figure out where this goes.
But she was not going to let anybody, take advantage of her.
So. That's one reason why we took it.
Yeah,
we were afraid that he was. Jamie, Jeff already talked to them, and he cannot do anything about it. The DMV has to do it. So, that's the only thing.
So
that's the only problem is that Jeff can't legally stop him from driving. Now, if the DMV gives him a driver's license, we will go to the doctor and have him, unfortunately, have it signed over that he is not competent. We hate to do that because there are other things but it's becoming that bad, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's sad, but
yeah,
for his own safety, if or if even for he might even agree not to drive and then forget he agreed not to drive.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he's not. He's truly not competent anymore, and he doesn't remember from day to day what's going on. Now, if it's something from the past, from past experience, long past experience, he's actually pretty, with it. But when it comes to telling him something now and him remembering it 5 minutes from now, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, or tomorrow.
Yeah. Or okay, you tell him something. He's called how many times today? I don't know, about the car, and we were there this morning and talked about the car. So it's at least it's not the checkbook anymore. He was calling 4 or 5 times a day for the checkbook when we told him we were paying his bills because he wasn't paying them properly. So anyways, guys, I am going to go, and we will see you next week. I don't see any reason why I won't be here on Sunday, but you never know what might happen between now and then.
That is true.
You're gonna try to stream on Thursday?
I'm gonna try to stream on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I definitely cannot stream on Thursday because Mom's got an eye.
Oh no, I can't. I forgot. I have a friend coming in town, and that's the day she could get together for lunch. So.
Oh well, there you go.
So I can't stream on Thursday. But,
maybe next Sunday she can come back with me. So in the meantime, have fun.
We love you all.
Bye-bye. I now have to figure out where to end the stream.
There's a button somewhere.